Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Hazel Lucia Tarot. I am Stephanie, your tarot reader, and today's reading is April 2024 monthly forecast. So we have 4 piles here for you today, and we're going to be looking at 3 aspects of your month of April. We're going to be looking at the general reading, the love and relationships and friendships, as well as finances and career. But like I said, we have 4 piles here for you today. We have pile 1 with this garnierite stone. Pile 2 with this lovely flower agate. Pile 3 we have lepidolite, and pile 4 you have blue apatite. So take a moment, take a few deep breaths, clear your mind, and I'll be ready for your reading whenever you are. Hello there, pile 1. If you chose this lovely garnierite stone, then we have your reading here for the month of April 2024. So we're going to start with the card you chose, this lovely little card, and she's wearing a hibiscus flower. It says, pay close attention to your patterns and let go of those that are merely reactions to life. So there's something here about living with intention, about really thinking about the things that you choose to do and that you are living in the moment as well. So if you have any weird habits that you kind of do without thinking because they've either become secondhand or they're just, habits that you've accumulated, we're going to be paying attention to those and seeing what works and what doesn't. And as well as any bad habits that you may have, I feel like you're going to start cutting them out in the month of April. So let's look at the oracle cards we have to get a gist of how your month is going to go. We have White Raven Spirit, Trust in the Magic, number 66. We also have Protection, Boundary, Shielding, and Conservation, number 34. We have the Unknown, Void, Quest, and Calling. So it's interesting. We have 34 and 14 here. So something about 20, the number 20, like 20 years or like a 20 month or week gap. The number 20 is going to be of importance. It could also be 20 days. So the 20th could be important. We have the Burned Bridge, number 1, which is fitting because I always consider April a new astrological year, and we're going to be going into Aries. We're going to start off April with Aries. So the number 1 makes me think of Aries. I'm not sure if any of you have any Aries placements, so whatever happens during April, particularly the beginning of the month, might impact you somehow, especially when it comes to this renewal that you are going through. I feel like you're going to step into an energy that you've never been in before, but it's going to be for the better, to better your life or for the good of for yourself. We also have 38, clear away old energies. Yeah, lots of we're getting rid of things that just are not working anymore. This could be, I think it's mostly habits, but it could also be people, situations, careers, hobbies, anything that just isn't making you happy or that isn't doing good for you. We're getting rid of that in the month of April for you, pile 1. 14, connect with your ancestors. So the 14th could be an important day because we have it here twice. And these are 2 very different oracles. And then, oh, by the way, you got the most cards out of all the piles, pile 1. I should have mentioned that. We have, I'm in awe of the magnificent guidance that's available to me. I'm going to put that with this because I feel like that's, oh, actually, your ancestors will be giving you guidance here. If you have an Aries ancestor, I feel like they're going to be very close to you this month. And when I'm tuned into the energy of abundance, I become abundant. So lots of red, which makes sense. Again, it's Aries energy. Aries makes me think of the color red, but it's also grounding. And grounding goes with protection. So there's a few things going on for you in April, and it's all good. Like I said, you're getting rid of a lot of old bad habits that are no longer good for you, or at the very least, you're paying attention to them to see if they're worth keeping. So even if it is a not so great habit, you're going to see whether it contributes more to the well-being of your life, or if it drags you down. So an example I'm being shown is like maybe junk food. So junk food can be good. It's nice to indulge in it whenever you feel stressed or whenever you feel like, having a fun night in, or, going out for ice cream after dinner or something like that. You're going to see whether it's worth it to keep doing that, or if you should just cut it out because there's nothing good about eating ice cream. So it's going to be up to you, because I feel like ice cream can have good benefits, or you may do it with your family and that's one way that you all bond together. But it could also just be, you know, not great for your health because it's full of sugar and it's bad for your teeth, you know, whatever the situation is here. So not all habits are bad, but some habits you may have could be, you know, you're just going to be assessing whether they're good for you or not, because what's coming through is you're going to be reconnecting to your magic, to your energy, and I feel like that may come in the form of ancestors or ancestor lessons that they've passed down to you, especially when we're talking about family karma or family patterns that you may or may not want to break here. Because I feel like some family patterns can be good. For example, if your family has a pattern of coming from nothing and becoming very wealthy and abundant, that's a great pattern to keep. But if your family has a pattern of, you know, not treating their spouses well, then that may be a pattern you definitely want to break. So I feel like some of you might be in a little bit of a hesitant or indecisive energy when it comes to this. It's kind of like, you know, you need to let go of certain things, but you may be trying to convince yourself that they are good. So there's a sense here that you may just be looking at your life, taking a really good look at your life, because you're going to come into a new energy. And I feel like it's an energy that's going to really just grab you by the hands and pull you in a new direction. With protection, I am seeing that you're going to be very protected, or you could be being called upon to protect yourself, both physically and spiritually, though more spiritually than anything, because I'm seeing somebody like being in a bubble. So I'm not sure if your ancestors are helping you with this, or your guides, spirit guides, whoever it may be. Because I do get the feeling that you're going to be given a lot of new abilities or new information. This information could also be in the 3D, and it may come in like very mysterious ways, but you're going to be very divinely guided and protected on this new level of your life that you are reaching. Because I'm not going to say it's a big new reawakening or journey. It's more like another stepping stone to get you there. April is going to be very eye-opening for a lot of you. I feel like you're going to find out a lot of information, especially about your family and or your ancestors. And if not your own, then maybe your partners or your spouses. Because I feel like some of you, especially those who have children, may start to see a pattern arise within your own kids that you didn't realize was actually part of either your own family or your spouse's family. But there is a sense of protection here. With the unknown, this is the calling that is here. But like I said, you're on the very first stepping stone of that. You're not going to be completely headfirst into it, though some of you might, especially if you have Aries placements. Some of you might be going headfirst into it, or you may have been waiting for this, especially if in the previous months, like since the beginning of the year, you knew something good was about to happen, or you knew something big was about to start. You can see that in the month of April. Like I said, this is an astrological new year. It technically started in March, back in the I forget what date it was exactly, but you're going to see the continuation of that first phase here in April. With clearing away old energies, like I said, getting rid of bad habits, it could also be stale, stagnant energies of the past, whether that's from past friends, past lovers, or even your own ancestors. Like I said, that family trauma, that family dynamic that you no longer want to continue, it's going to come back in April, and you're going to let it go for good. Because what I love about Aries energy is that they're really good at being the first to do something. So if you're the first in your family to break some sort of curse or lineage, I say curse because sometimes when I tap into ancestors, that's what they call it. But you don't have to believe in curses. Just know it's a bad pattern that keeps repeating itself. It's not an actual curse. It's just something that's been programmed in you that nobody's questioned. Because when you're taught things from your family, sometimes you just don't question it. But what you're doing here is clearing away that old energy that you have to stick with whatever it was that your parents or grandparents or whomever taught you. Because you're going to have to burn this bridge. You're going to have to let go of something in order to become more abundant. And it's not necessarily money, though of course that could be the case. This could also be abundant in joy, abundant in a good life, being able to truly appreciate the things that are within your home, within your community, within your life. For some of you, you could be calling in an abundance of friends and love as well, and a partner for those of you who are looking for that. There's a sense here that, let me put this down here because I feel like it's being blocked. There's a sense here that you're preparing. Because I'm seeing like a montage in those superhero movies where they're gearing up in their suits to go off and go on an adventure or fight somebody. Not saying that you're going to fight anybody except maybe your own inner demons, but you're definitely gearing up for something really great that is coming up in the month of April. And I really do love this energy because I feel like if there's anybody who's ready for a war or ready for a battle, it's this Aries energy that is coming through. Some of you might actually be Aries. Maybe this is why this is coming so plainly. But I know for a fact that the 14th is going to be a big day because it came here twice. So that is still very much in Aries. When you're going to start seeing this abundance, or when you're going to start seeing the fruition of all this stuff that you've let go, because you let it go, you're making space for new things. You're going to see that more as we move into Taurus towards the, I think it's 21st, 22nd of the month, because Taurus is all about abundance. But right now for April, you're going to focus a lot on those first 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks of the month where you're doing the energy work. You're looking back at what works for you and what doesn't. You're protecting yourself from anything that is dragging you down, anything that is just no longer wanted. And I'm not saying that you're going to have a big fallout with anybody, though of course that could be the case here with the burnt bridge. What I'm really saying is you're quietly quitting some aspect of your old self that you no longer want. If you do keep that habit around, you're not going to put too much energy into it, if that makes any sense. Another example I'm being shown, and I'm not saying this is the case for anybody, nor am I shaming anybody for drinking, but let's say you're the kind of person who likes to have a drink after work every day, like just out of habit or just because that's what you do. I feel like, yes, you may still go to the bar, or yes, you may still drink, but you're going to stop at like one drink, or you may go to the bar and only, order food instead of having that drink, or have a regular drink. A non-alcoholic drink. It's that kind of energy, because whatever it is that you're letting go, it just doesn't add anything to your life anymore. So there's no reason to keep it. Kind of like old clothes that sit in your closet that you like and love, but you don't really wear anymore because it's not the kind of thing that you wear anymore. Like old clubbing clothes or something. Like you still look good in them, and you may still like them, but like you never go clubbing, so I have them. It's that kind of energy. With White Raven Spirit, Trust in the Magic, this card came very subtly. Like I read it, it said trust the magic, and I don't see you putting too much effort in the magic, not because you don't believe in it or because you don't trust it, but because I think in April, you're going to notice you're truly trusting the magic by just knowing that it's there. By knowing that it's there, you don't have to question it, but you're also not like, relying too much on it. You're having a healthy balance with trusting in the divine timing and in divine guidance. So it's like, again, there's some sense of equilibrium here with a lot of this. It's like you're not putting too much effort into it, but at the same time, you're not putting no effort into it. You're finding a good medium balance with everything. The only thing I really see you going headfirst into is clearing away these energies, burning these bridges, and embracing certain facts about your past that you know are affecting you now, or that you know are still playing in the background, but you no longer need them. It's like a computer running a program in the background. Like, it's there, and maybe it's not really bothering you, but you're going to decide to close it out because it's probably taking up more memory than you need. It's that kind of energy. Like, it doesn't hurt to keep it running, but it also doesn't hurt to not keep it running, It's very subtle. It's not going to be something you really try too hard to do either. I feel like it's going to be very natural and automatic. So don't think you're going to go out of your way to do too much of this. I feel like the only thing you're really going to struggle with might be letting go of some of these old energies that no longer resonate with you. And you might even try to convince yourself to keep them. But by the end of the month, like literally towards the 30th or 31st. I don't know how many days are in April. But by those days, you're going to be like, let me just let it go. I already told myself I was going to let it go. Let me just let it go. So that's the energy you're going to have. It's very mature and it's very self-aware. So I don't know what it is that you're doing, pile one, but keep doing it because it's working for you. Whatever this may be. Maybe some of you just started up meditation, or maybe a mindfulness practice, or maybe even some kind of workout that allows your mind to clear itself. Some of you could be doing energy healings, but they're not going to be as intense this month because you're going to be seeing more the results of the past energy healings come to a climax in April. but it's going to be very subtle. It's very lovely, chill energy. I'm not feeling anything too chaotic here. What else am I missing? You got a lot of cards. So the numbers, like I said, 14, watch out for the 14th. I would check the astrological events that day if you care about them. I don't know when the full moon is going to be in April. I forgot to check. I probably will check for the other piles, but for you, pile 1, this might be a call for you to Google something about astrology as well, so maybe just add that to your list. This is number 34. Some of you could be turning 34 in April, or 38. I hope none of you are turning 14, because these readings are for 18 plus, but if you're not, I won't tell. And some of you might be turning 66. If so, hello. I'm glad you're here, because you have so much wisdom to share with us. I doubt anybody's turning 1, though you might have a child who is turning 1. But like I said, this one I feel is more about the Aries energy coming through, because you're really going to be feeling those first 2 to 3 weeks of April are going to be the most impactful for you. And then that last 2 to last week of the month, you're going to be chilling, you're going to be vibing. Some of you are going to be on vacation, I feel. So only take that if it resonates. Lots of grounding though. I really do love that. Yes, we had boundaries here. Boundaries, shielding, and conservation. More the boundaries than anything. With the unknown, void, quest, and calling. Like I said, the calling is very subtle. It's almost like you expected it, so you're ready to take that call. You're not sitting around waiting for the call. You know it's coming and you're going to answer it right away, because you're like, about time. Let's get going. So yeah, I'm truly loving this energy for you, pile 1. Let me see this image again. Yeah, I truly love this. But let's move on to the tarot portion. So like I said, I'm going to do this in 3 parts, and it's been a while since I've done my monthly readings this way. So the first row is going to be the general reading for April to see what else is coming through. This is just general stuff. It's not going to be based in anything, though if I do see something like career or love related, I will point it out, because sometimes that will spill into the general reading, or the general part of it. Okay, so the six of Swords is here. I'm pretty sure that's swords. You can barely tell, but there's swords. I thought it was wands for the longest time. But yeah, you're moving on to better things. You might be literally moving from some place to another, whether this is from like a job or a place where you were living. You might be moving. We also have the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, abundance is coming through, but I feel like it's going to be, for the most of you, it's going to be towards the end of the month or once you hit Taurus. Unless, of course, you have something like Aries, Venus in Aries, or Jupiter in Aries. If you have any of those placements, it might be the entire month that you're feeling this abundance. Ooh, we have the Emperor, Mars energy, not surprised. You're going to be feeling a new sense of energy. You're going to have new energy come through, which is weird because I don't typically read the Emperor that way, but this is how it's coming through here. You also have the 5 of Pentacles. If you've been feeling a lack or that something is missing in your life, just hold on. Mother of Cups. Some of you could be calling in this Queen of Cups energy, especially because she looks like she's waving at the Emperor. So some of you might be finding like either a good friend or a counterpart here. You could also be reaching out to your mom if that's a relationship that you healthily have in your life. You could be having a deep conversation with her. It could be about the ancestors as well, because that was coming through very strongly in the oracles. So do expect there to be some kind of nurturing presence in your life that is going to help you out. They could help you out financially. They could help you move somewhere. But I do get the feeling that you might have somebody, if not your mother, then a very emotionally nurturing figure in your life is going to help you out. This could also be a friend, of course. It could be a sibling, but somebody that you would turn to as if you would your mother, because I'm reading the Queen of Cups here as very, quite literally, mothering energy. Back of the deck, we have the Sun. Well, you're going to be very confident. You're going to be in your power for sure. Even though you might have a few things going on in the background, I feel like you're not going to feel like it's weighing you down or that it's a burden, except for this 5 of Pentacles energy, because I feel like some of you are feeling some sort of lack. It could be due to money. It could be due to, especially those of you who have recently gotten out of a job or out of a relationship, something that used to be stable, if you just came out of that, you might be feeling a little bit of a lack. But a conversation with somebody who's going to nurture you emotionally is going to give you all the confidence you need to get yourself through, because you actually have everything lined up rather well. But there's just a sense here that you need a little bit of a pep talk from somebody who loves you. This could also, of course, be your partner if you're in a relationship. Regardless of what gender they are, they're going to be very emotionally nurturing for you. So even if, for example, if you're a woman and you have a man, a straight man, for a partner, they're going to have a very emotionally nurturing feeling towards you this month. They're going to be there to support you emotionally, because you're going to be in your Emperor energy. But let's move on to the love and relationships section, because I feel like that's going to give us some key into who this person is and what they may do for you. So for love and relationships for my pile 1 in the month of April 2024, we have the 5 of Pentacles again. I feel like for some of you, the lack may be that you don't have a partner or that you don't have enough friends. I feel like there's a sense that you may feel that there are people missing in your life that you should have. For some of you, it could be children, but take that only if it resonates or if you've been trying to conceive. But you feel like somebody is missing from your life. We also have the 8 of Swords. You're not seeing something here. You could be closing yourself off from people, but at the same time wondering where everybody is, if that makes sense. Like if you feel lonely, it could just be that you're actually closing yourself off to a lot of things. And maybe you just came out of a hermit mode, or some kind of energy where you were keeping yourself away from a lot of people, or just you've been very busy. We also have the 9 of Swords. I feel like some of you may have had a falling out with somebody or a breakup, and it's been keeping you up at night, or it's been like in your head. I really do feel it's more in your head than anything. Not saying that I'm not saying that you've made it up or anything. I'm just saying that you might be more worried about this situation than the situation calls for, because your friend or whomever it is that you had a falling out with probably didn't take it as hard as you've been taking it out on yourself, if that makes sense. Because next we have the 4 of Pentacles. This is holding on to something. Some of you have been holding on to this issue or this hurt, and I feel like that itself is hurting you more than actually trying to reach out to your friend or partner. This could also be a romantic partner if you've decided to take a break. And then we have the 3 of Cups. Yeah, I see you reuniting with them pretty soon. I see you making up with them. You could see them at like a social event or a party or something, and you may have a heart-to-heart there. But I see it going very smoothly. Back of the deck, we have the Chariot. Yeah, it's going to come rather fast. You're going to get over it very fast. Whatever disagreement you may have had with them, I do see that it's going to sit in your head for a while, and it may tear you up for a little bit. And that may be one of those weird patterns that you have that you may need to let go of, making a mountain out of a molehill within your mind when it comes to your relationships with friends or family or loved ones. I feel like you let it tear you up more than it should. Not saying that it's not important to think about the things that you've said to people, or to take, disagreements with some sort of seriousness. But I feel like some of you hold on to it so tightly that it may keep you up at night. But I do see you having a heart-to-heart. It could even be with this mothering person that you have here. I see you having a heart-to-heart with them and moving on from either the situation or even this exact pattern that may be repeating itself. And I feel like it may not even be the first time you've done this, because we do have there's just something here that lets me know that it's not the first time it's happened, because it's not a Tower moment. It's nothing. There's no major arcana within this until we get to the Chariot. I feel like it happens quite frequently, but it's a pattern that you have to let go of. Yeah, Ace of Swords. We're letting go of the situation. We're starting fresh with a new idea here, and quite literally cutting it out. So let's move on to your career and finances, because I feel like that's another thing that is coming up rather strongly for you in April, pile 1. If it's not a friend, it could also be your romantic partner. But like I said, I think especially with romantic partners, I think some of us can get into cycles of disagreements with our partners, but we're letting go of that in the month of April, or at the very least resolving it in a much more productive way. Like you're actually going to get somewhere with it this month. All right, and then for your career and or finances, we have the Hierophant. Some of you could be learning new skills or new abilities. Sorry, I'm letting this car go. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the cars, but they're very loud to me. But anyway, in April, you are learning something new, because the Hierophant, I typically take it to mean karmic lessons, but in this case, this is learning a new way of handling work, or you could be learning a new skill, or you could be in an entirely different, a new area of your workplace. So you could be switching departments, you could be learning a new skill in a different department, but it's something that you've been needing to learn. We also have the Three of Cups. Some of you might be partying with some of your coworkers, because I do see you. I mean, if you already have coworkers that are friends, that's not surprising. But if you have coworkers that you've been wanting to get closer to, or that you would like to see be your friends, I feel like April is going to be that month where you finally get together with them outside of work. Or there could be some kind of work company party that you may be attending, like an anniversary or something like that. I'm not sure what kind of parties companies have in April all over the world, but if there's like an anniversary, that might be the case. But I see you having fun at work regardless, or with your coworkers. You have the Nine of Swords again. This is interesting because you had it for both your friends and for work. So I feel like some of you might be suffering weird bouts of anxiety in April, and what that's letting me know is that you really need to take the time to rest and to relax, mostly your mind, but also sleep. You need to relax the mind and be able to give your body enough rest so that you don't work yourself up and start worrying about a lot of things, because I feel like some of you might be individuals who worry a lot or get anxious very easily. But let me go ahead and put down the rest of the cards to see what else is coming up for you, my beautiful pile one. We have the Two of Globes. Yeah, balance. Some of you might be getting overworked, and that could lead you to some sense of anxiousness at work. So make sure you take the time to take in all your breaks, to take some time off if you need to, if you can, of course. You have the Five of Swords. Win some, lose some. So what you may lose is maybe a little bit of money if you have to take some time off, but what you gain is peace of mind. Because the Five of Swords it's winning, but you're losing something at the same time. You could also lose some advances at work, but at the same time, you're, again, taking the rest and time you need. Back of the deck energy, the Tower. There's going to be a very key moment at work, and I really do see this mostly as the workplace more than finances. But there's going to be a key moment at work that's going to let you know whether this is the place you want to stay, or if it's time to look for something else. Somebody could be quitting very abruptly as well, and that might make way for you to have a new opportunity at work as well. That might be part of the reason you're learning a new skill, so you can quickly replace this person. But I'm seeing somebody leave abruptly, but I don't think it's going to be you. It may be you, pile one. If you know you're about to leave work and you know you don't want to deal with that anymore, this could be you. Just take that as confirmation. And that might be part of the reason you're seeing your coworkers outside of work more. But the Tower lets me know that there's going to be some kind of disruption that's going to affect you or open up new opportunities for you. And I feel like, you know what, that may be part of the reason you're so anxious. You're wondering if you can take on this role and fulfill it properly. And the Balance, again, make sure you're taking time to rest and to really take in the information you need. But whatever the situation is, this Tower moment, it's going to affect you, but it's not going to crash down on your world. I see this as somebody else. Unless, of course, you already know it's you, then take it as it resonates. But this is what I'm seeing for the month of April, my beautiful pile one. I'm kind of curious about the Tower now. What's underneath that? Oh, King of Wands. This is you stepping into your power, you stepping into a commanding energy, regardless of whether you're actually taking whatever position this was or is. I see you really stepping up in the month of April, but it's going to be so subtle and people may not notice it until you're finally in a position of authority here. Like I said, the Emperor is shining through, but in a very gentle way. It will also explain the abundance toward the end of the month. So maybe toward the end of the month, you finally get a promotion, or you get a new position that pays you more, or you learn a skill that allows you to get a raise. So take this if it resonates, or at the very least claim it. This is great stuff to claim, especially if it's something you've been needing. But just make sure to take care of yourself and your mind as well, because this anxiousness can catch up to you. But I see you, especially if this Mother of Cups energy, if this Queen of Cups energy is your partner, you may be relying them a little bit more to help you through this. But let's move on to some closing advice for you, my beautiful pile one. So quite a lot of stuff going on. We're going to use the Sacred Creators Oracle and the Kuan Yin Oracle, which I haven't used in a while. So this is going to be your closing advice for the month of April. What does your soul say? Number 62. So some of you are really tapping into your soul, and you might be looking for a divine calling, or you might be planning out the stages of your divine calling. Because for some of you, it might be whatever the career situation was, but only if you already know that's what you're meant to do. If that's not the career that you want, and you know it's just a placeholder until you find something better, then I feel like you're really going to be looking for something that fulfills your soul as your career. We also have integrate your knowing, number 9. Some of you are very divinely gifted, and if not, or if you don't feel like you are, then at the very least you're very divinely guided in some aspect, and you have deep knowledge about something or another. Whatever this is, note that it can help you out when it comes to your career, or it can become your career, because I feel like it's a skill. For example, if you're very intuitive, you might use that to advance yourself in your current position at work. And if it's still intuition, you could actually use that intuition to be your career. For example, you could do some sort of intuitive life coaching. That kind of energy is coming through. And then one card from the Kuan Yin Oracle. The Dance Unveiling, number 36. And I'm going to read from the book for that one. There is a situation in your life that is about to reveal itself to you with greater clarity. Just like sand shifting, the picture will seem clearer and quite different to how it once appeared to you. This clarity will bring you great relief and confirmation of your intuition. Be patient and allow the revelation to come to you at the perfect time. So, I'm not surprised. You're going to learn a lot of new stuff in April, and some of you could be at work, some of you could be with your friends. A lot of it will be with your own inner guidance and your own destiny. I feel like some of you know that you've had a calling, or that there are certain patterns within your family that you are meant to undo. You're meant to undo a lot of karmic damage that has been going on in your family. And as you heal yourself, you're going to heal other people around you, whether that's your own children, your partners, your family, your siblings, your parents. I feel like it's going to have a beautiful ripple effect, but it starts with you, and you will know when the time is right how to do this, or you may seek help for it as well. But this is all great stuff. Also, the color green has been very prevalent in your reading, pile 1. So know that your heart chakra is opening, as well as the throat. But I feel like a lot of you have a really good throat chakra to begin with, but it will be pulsating with a lot of really good information this month. But this is all I have for you, pile 1. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If any of this resonated, or if you would like to claim it, then do so in the comments below. And if you feel like doing so, you can like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Hello there, pile 2. If you chose this lovely flower agate, then we have your reading here for you for the month of April 2024. We're going to start with this lovely card you chose. You are royal. You are sovereign. Honor this and let go of those who do not acknowledge it. You're coming into your power of knowing that you are absolutely amazing, pile 2. Some of you are dealing with self-confidence here. know that April is going to be the month where you finally step into it, or at the very least, you're going to own it. And in a very dignified way. With royal and sovereign, I am literally seeing like a little crown on your head. Think Leo energy, but like positive Leo energy. We're going to look at your oracles to get a vibe of whatever is going on with you in the month of April. And then we're going to do the tarot in 3 sections: the general, the love and relationships and friendships, and then career and finances. So let's start with the oracles you have. And I'm going to have to censor some of these because I'm using some very beautiful decks, but unfortunately YouTube doesn't appreciate nudity, I guess. And that's a very American thing. I apologize for my people. We have the Alchemist, Metamorphosis, Death, and Endurance. And that's a little Scorpio sign there. So some of you could be Scorpios. We also have the Star. Like I said, you are stepping into your confidence. This is number 50. This is number 33. We have Move Forward, number 10. Confidence is going to be key to you moving on to something better, if that makes any sense. We also have Sing. Some of you could literally be singers, and maybe you're stepping into this energy of like performing. So take that only if it resonates. As soon as I choose to see the light in the dark corners, I redirect my power toward what I want. Some of you, because of this confidence that you are gaining, you're learning to manifest in an even better way. And then Sandpiper Spirit, be playful. Some of you are just shining in the month of April, pile 2. Like, I am literally seeing you. Some of you could literally be wearing like a really nice outfit, because I'm seeing these 2 beautiful dresses here and how they stand out. And then even like this lady's headdress, her little crown. Like I said, I'm seeing some of you wear a crown, and actually, yeah, she's got a crown here. She's got a crown there. The crown chakra could be important here, but maybe some of you are literally wearing like a crown of some type. I'm not sure if there's like, I'm seeing somebody be a crowned prom king or prom queen. So I guess if you're 18 and you're at that age, that could happen, but only take it if it resonates. If not, I'm definitely seeing you stepping into this power of like owning a room, knowing you have confidence, and knowing that you are just like incredibly good looking, but not in a narcissistic way. Like, you're not thinking too highly of yourself. You just know what you're made of, and you're going into a room knowing that you are the best looking thing in that room, or that you are shining. I don't know what you're doing in the month of April, pile 2, but you're definitely commanding a room, and you're definitely commanding a lot of attention. The Alchemist here makes me think of the Magician for some reason, and that's making me think of manifestation. Even though we have Metamorphosis and Death and what is that, Endurance, some of you may have been working toward this. Like, I'm seeing somebody practice or rehearse for a play and then getting the lead role and then going off to perform this role impeccably. Like, I'm not sure if some of you are in the theater. I have channeled a lot of that energy before, so I'm wondering if I have like theater people who've watched these readings. But there's definitely a feeling here that when you step into your confidence, you're going to be able to move on with life and be able to manifest a lot of good things. The Be Playful card just lets me know that you're going to take this energy very lightly. Like, you're going to be very playful with this new attitude you have of knowing that you are divinely guided and that you are just absolutely confident and beautiful or handsome, whatever it may be. The Sandpiper Spirit also makes me think of, I'm not sure if these birds like sing or anything, but it is making me think of like the piped piper. So you could be playing an instrument. There's something about music here, because I really do feel some of you are going to have like a solo to perform, and you're going to do it so amazing, and the spotlight is going to be on you, and people are going to praise you for it. And even if you're not, it's that energy where you're going to do something so amazing. You're going to speak at a conference really well, or you may present a presentation really, really well, and people are going to applaud you for it. You're going to do something in the month of April, and people are going to love you for it, applaud you, and want to worship the ground you live on because you did it so well. I would take this energy, claim it, even if it's an energy you're not typically used to, get used to it, or ask the universe for some guidance or help in getting used to it. Because I feel like some of you are long overdue to be in the spotlight for something that you've done really well and get all the praise that you deserve for it. Ooh, even as I said that word, it was hard to get out of my throat. You deserve all the praise for everything you've done really, really well. And even the things you haven't done too well, even if you tried really hard and it came out just so, you still deserve praise, because there's something about not being able to accept praise is keeping you from moving forward. And in the month of April, you're going to be able to do this, and good things will come to you, because something better or something more is happening during the rest of the year that is going to be started here. Because I'm seeing a combination of like the Ace of Pentacles, but that seed is a star. It's like you're planting a star to grow something amazing for you, if that makes any sense. Like you're planting a star to grow even more stars. But you're going to have a lot of eyes on you. People are going to love the work you do. They're going to love the dedication you have. They're going to acknowledge your talent, because I really do feel a lot of you are very talented. But also something about your appearance is very important. Or at the very least, the way you carry yourself. You might start carrying yourself with a lot more confidence. But I really love this. This metamorphosis you're going through is one that's going to be on the outside. Because I'm literally seeing like a magical girl transformation, or I guess what would be the male version of that? I guess powering up, Goku powering up to Super Saiyan or something like that. Yeah, I'm seeing a beautiful transformation for you, and it's going to be very visible. It's going to be very on the surface, but it's going to help you gain the confidence to move forward in life. But the be playful energy is standing out as well. You're going to be very playful about it. You're going to be very cute about it. You're not going to let it go to your head, or at the very least, this is a warning to not let it go to your head, because you have to honor yourself and really pay respect to the fact that, again, you deserve all this praise. It's very well deserved. You deserve all the love from everybody who wants to acknowledge that you're amazing. Yeah, I love this energy. I know some of you are not used to it, because I'm feeling a resistance from you, Pile 2, or at the very least from the majority of you. Some of you are just not used to this energy, but I'm letting you know right now, ask the universe for some help with it, because it's coming for you. But let's move on to the tarot, because I'm really excited to see what it is that is going on for you in the month of April with all this lovely transformative star energy that you have. So like I said, we're going to do this in 3 parts. We're going to do the general reading first. 5 cards for this with the Wild Unknown Tarot. And I do leave all the lists of the oracles and tarot decks that I use in the not the comments, in the little thing below. Oh my god, why do I not know that word? In the description below. There we go. So if for some reason it's not popping up and you want to know what a certain deck is, you can ask me in the comments as well, because sometimes YouTube glitches and it doesn't show a description at all. But I know for a fact that I take the time to write out this entire list. So again, let me know. We have the 9 of Wands. Yeah, there's a defensiveness here against this this energy coming through, this appreciation you're getting. We have the Lovers. You might be calling in a partner, or you know what? Somebody that you may end up being in a relationship might notice you because of all this energy. Like you're going to attract somebody. But they're going to like you for you, not just because of all the attention you've been getting lately. We also have the Ace of Swords, new energy. The Fool. Yep, lots of newness. You're stepping into something you are not used to, Pile 2. So I'm letting you know, get ready. And Justice. There are 2 cards here about balancing out. So like I said, there's a feeling here that you're going to have to really be grounded, but also accept the praise. So some of you could be realigning your energy to make sure that you are level-headed and balanced when it comes to this energy. Because for some people, it may end up going to their head a little bit too much. And for some people, you may resist it a little too much to the point that you don't get all the full benefits of being in the spotlight. Back of the deck energy, 4 of Swords, rest. But I'm seeing this more as a balancing card. Sometimes we balance ourselves through rest or through relaxation or through getting more sleep. So if you need to take more breaks, by all means do so. Being in the spotlight can be draining when you're not used to it. Or all this praise. I'm finding it hard to believe that a lot of praise can be draining energetically. But if you feel like if you're in an energy where you have to talk to people a lot more because they want to tell you about all these opportunities they want to give you, or even just go on and on about how great you are, I guess it can be draining. So again, give yourself the ample rest you need. The Ace of Swords and the Fool let me know this is a very new mentality for you. The way that you are operating now is very new. Some of you are going to feel a little uncomfortable from it. But I do see this balancing out very well. Like I said, this is much deserved attention that you are getting, especially if you've been working in this field or if you've been doing this forever and you're finally getting some recognition for it. This is karma coming to say you deserve all of this. You deserve the praise because you've been doing a good job. But the defensiveness here lets me know that you might fight it a little bit. So sit with yourself to think about why exactly you are fighting it, because the Four of Swords can also be meditation. It can be energy work. The Lovers, like I said, it could be you calling in a partner. It could also you be calling, it could also be a business partner that you are calling in because of this. Opportunities will present themselves and people will want to attach themselves to you because of whatever it is that you're doing in the month of April, pile 1. So take the Lovers to mean a partnership, if not an actual lover. But regardless, I do feel like you're going to gain a lot of admirers for whatever reason. Again, some of you are just looking very hot in April and they can't help themselves. That's on you for looking so good, pile 2. But let's move on to the love, relationships, and friendships section, because this card has me very interested in whatever is going on there. If you're already partnered up, if you already have somebody, this could just be your partner, like feeling very drawn to you and attached to you and very supportive as well. Because I really feel like you may give them credit for a lot of what you have accomplished here. Like, yeah, because I'm seeing like an actor or an actress saying, I couldn't have done this without my husband or wife who supported me throughout this whole journey. It's that kind of feeling. So, yeah. So for my pile 2, what do we have? We have Justice again. Wow. Some of you could be getting married. Maybe the spotlight is you being in a wedding. So I guess take that if it resonates. Especially if you're a very shy person, but you're marrying somebody who has like a lot of friends or a big family, or, you know, they party really, really big and really, really hard. And you have like a quieter family. I'm seeing that scene from Up in the beginning where it's, I forget their names. Is it Bob and Ellie? I remember the lady's name is Ellie, and her family is like very loud and crazy, and his family's just very quiet. It's like that kind of energy. But only take that if it resonates. Only take that if you have a person. Okay, let's get one more cards here. We have the Four of Cups. Yeah, some of you are holding on to this old energy of like not wanting the spotlight. Page of Pentacles. This is somebody new coming through. It could be a child because the page can be children, but it could also be like a secret admirer, because the Pentacles makes me think that they've liked you for a while, but it's just now that they are gaining the confidence to approach you. We have the Eight of Wands. Whatever partnerships or friendships that you make in the month of April are going to happen very fast. Like, you're going to make very fast friends. And we have the Five of Wands. Ooh, some of you are going to be very social, maybe a little bit chaotically so, because I feel like you're going to be invited to a lot of things, like a lot of parties or a lot of people's places. You could just be hanging out with people more, but it's going to be quite a frenzy. Like, I feel like you're going to be very socially exhausted by the end of April, pile 2. You also have the Ten of Swords. You could have a falling out with somebody, and this could be due to the fact that you've been gaining so much attention that maybe you're not paying enough attention to your old friends or to your loved one, if you have a partner. Because I see you kind of on a roller coaster when it comes to your friendships and love here. I'm sorry if you could hear that. That was my stomach and it made a weird noise. But it's weird because that's the stomach and that's the solar plexus. Some of you could be very nervous about having all this social activity in April, and that's okay. Justice lets me know that this is meant to happen because you need to get used to socializing and being in the public eye. Some of you are needing to network, but I'm also seeing you. If there's been anybody in your life, whether it's an ex or a former friend or anybody from your past, thinking that you could never make it, they're going to see you make it. They're going to get news that you've done something amazing, and basically they're going to feel silly that they never supported you or that they didn't believe in you. I truly feel that here with Justice, especially because it's coming around twice. Some of you could be Libras as well, because Justice is Libra. Actually, there's a lot of air sign energy here, because the Lovers is Gemini, the Fool is Aquarius, and Justice is Libra. Some of you could have like an air grand trine within your chart, but only take that if it resonates. But regardless, I do feel this energy of having a lot going on in April. Let's move on to your career and finances, because that's what I'm very curious about that, especially if you have a career that can catapult you into the public eye. For my lovely pile 2, we have the 3 of Pentacles, networking. You're meeting a lot of people, and some of these people that you socialize or that you meet through whatever it is that you're doing, I guess take that as confirmation. That was very loud. The car passing by in the back. You're going to be networking quite a bit. You're going to meet a lot of people that are going to help you out, or that are going to give you new opportunities as well. We also have the High Sage. This is the High Priestess. You're going to gain new intuition when it comes to your career and also finances, especially if you invest in stocks. You're going to get intuitive feelings about certain stocks here and there, especially because you're running in new circles, you're meeting new people, and some of these people could be telling you about what certain companies are up to, and that's going to give you an indication about whether you should buy stock or sell it, which is very weird that the High Priestess gave me that all that information. We also have Justice again. Okay, Justice came out 3 times. I'm gonna have to I'll get into that. Basically, let me put down the rest of the cards. I'm gonna have to go on a rant about that. Okay, we have the King of Pentacles. Your finances are really good this month. You're going to know how to handle your finances. You're going to know what to do with them. You're going to invest wisely. You're going to make a little extra cash, potentially, depending on what it is that you do. You could be getting a bonus or a raise, but regardless, you're handling your money very well this month. You are going to be fine for the month of April, pile 2. And then the 3 of Daggers. You're letting go of something in your career. Or you could be spending money on something that wasn't worth it. More likely that, but it's going to be like a big key item, like something that's several $100s, maybe several thousand. But you can invest in something that wasn't worth it, but do keep the receipt. Keep the receipt. Make sure you can return it. Look at the guarantee. Look at keep the receipt. Keep backups of whatever it is that you bought that costs a little bit more than several $100s, because you might end up returning it by the end of the month. But this could also be letting go of an old job, because whatever that job was, this is where the Justice card comes into play. And let me get the back of the deck. Ooh, 10 of Daggers. Oh, you got the 10 of Swords twice as well. Pile 2. If you've been going through some kind of legal matter, and if for whatever reason it becomes public, I'm thinking like of a class action lawsuit here. You might end up you might be getting interviewed, and that might be a way that you're in the spotlight. But only take that if it resonates. This is not legal counsel. I'm clearly not a professional here when it comes to legal matters. So do seek the proper professional advice when it comes to this. I'm just letting you know that there might be something akin to that coming forward in the month of April. I'm also seeing workers' comp coming through in order to help you out. But I'm also seeing you letting go of something within the workspace because it was no longer serving you. But the only thing you're really lamenting in that area is the fact that you're no longer going to be in that space. So some of you could be moving to a different department. Some of you could be, like I said, quitting your job to do this other thing that's going to give you more money or give you more control over your life and finances. The 10 of Swords, this would explain why you're letting go of some people in your friends and relationship area here. You might be letting go of old work friends and you might not be able to see them again. And I feel like it's going to cause some kind of yeah, they're going to be disappointed in you, and because of that you might be disappointed as well. Like you're not, like they're going to think, the energy I'm getting is that these people think that you're too good for them now, or that they think you think you're too good for them, and they feel betrayed. They feel like, how could Pile 2 do this? Why do they want to go on to this thing? But the thing is, Pile 2, if these people can't be happy for you that you're moving on to better things, they were never your friends to begin with. I guess take that as confirmation if you could hear that loud ass car. But yeah, if these people can't be happy for you, no, that's just their jealousies. No, that's just their insecurities, whatever it is. Because true friends are happy for you no matter what you do, as long as it's good for you. And if you're advancing and if you're doing something better, again, they should be happy for you. If they're not happy for you, they're not your friends. So don't agonize over these people who want you to stay small or who want you to stay, you know, hidden. They should want nothing but the best for you. I promise you. They should be happy with seeing you move on to better things. Underneath that, the 6 of Wands. Yeah, you have nothing but good stuff ahead of you. And underneath that, 9 of Daggers. Wheel of Fortune and the Sun. Don't let these people at work or former coworkers, or even if they used to be friends, but then they became more coworkers, whoever these people are trying to keep you down or make you feel insecure about yourself, because I can see them trying to feed you insecurities or tell you things that, it's like, if it doesn't work out, you can always come back here. Or if you leave here, you may not be able to come back. And Whatever it is, these people are not operating on the same plane as you, Pile 2. You are divinely guided. You have a lot of great things coming for you. And if there's anybody out there who has nothing but negative things to say to you once you leave this situation, they were never your friend to begin with. They were never on your side. And I wouldn't give them the time of day. But I can tell it's going to break your heart a little bit to find this out, that they were never really your friends to begin with. But only take that if it resonates, of course. The 10 of Swords could also just be knowing that you won't be able to go back to something if you let it go. And again, this could be a career, but because we have the Justice here, know that you will be compensated with an even better job or something better for you. This is karma, and you have a lot of good karma for you, Pile 2. So April's going to be a little bit, it's going to be a little bit of a roller coaster. You got a little bit going on. But know that it will all work out in the end. It's all going to be for the better. Wow. Anyway, let's move on to your closing advice. I'm sorry that some people are going to give you a hard time, but there is a way to avoid that, I guess. You could always just send them love and light, or you could prepare yourself for the backlash you may receive from them. Because all I see is jealousy on their part. This could also you getting like a promotion that they think you didn't deserve. Again, if they can't support you, then they were never your friends to begin with. But I guess coworkers aren't really friends. Or at least you will learn who is a coworker and who is a friend. Oh, okay. These are from pile 1. Okay. So we're going to use the Kuan Yin Oracle for some advice and guidance. We have revealed the Peacock Beauty. Yeah, some of you are just looking beautiful in the month of April. Some of you are going to go on to do amazing things. Like I said, some of you could be performers. And she's playing, I'm not sure if you can see. I'm not sure what this instrument is. It looks like a harp, but it could be called something else. Correct me if I am wrong, of course. I'm going to read from the book. But I am seeing you shining and doing something amazing and beautiful in the month of April. The beauty of the peacock is breathtaking, with stunning lush color unfolding in graceful and proud display. You too are a great beauty, beloved. Within you resides a glorious divine being of beautiful light and an ability to create as your divine birthright. The peacock beauty speaks to you of your creative energies rising to sublime, inspired new levels as you are accessing the power of your throat chakra for higher creation. Your intentions, decisions, and particularly your words are becoming more powerful. Enjoy the wise use of this growing creative potency to express the beauty within you, asking for divine blessing on all your plans, projects, and words. Yeah, whatever project you have that is coming to fruition in April, you're going to get a lot of praise for it. You're doing so well. Yeah, I'm seeing oh my god, what is that from? because I'm seeing it's a scene from either a show or a movie, and like somebody's holding a camera and they're like, "You're doing well, sweetie." That's what I'm seeing. So you have a lot of supporters behind you, pile 2. Cut the cords of doubt. Yes, we have to cut that doubt that is coming through. Either the doubt that has been fed to us by other people or the doubt within us. And sometimes that doubt has been planted within us by other people as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be those hating coworkers or hating friends. It could also be like family members. Again, whoever thought you couldn't get to where you are right now, you're proving them wrong. So cut the cords of doubt and know that you are this beautiful, this peacock beauty here. Also, we have 24 and 42, and those are mirroring numbers. Bravely market your magic, number 39. Yeah, whatever it is that you're doing, pile 2, you're going to be sharing that with the world, maybe quite literally marketing it. I'm being told to get one more for you. Your soul shines, number 34. We have the star here. You're going to be in such an amazing energy in April, pile 2. Let me know what it is that you're doing if you want to share, because I just see you in the spotlight shining and getting nothing but amazing opportunities, getting praise, being comfortable with praise and learning to get comfortable in the spotlight. I would really focus on this, especially right before heading into April or right before your big day. If there is like a big day when this is bound to happen in that month, there's definitely an energy here that you're going to get used to being in the spotlight. You're going to get used to receiving, amazing reviews and amazing feedback from the people who enjoy watching you or enjoy whatever it is that you do. Because I do feel like some of you are performers, and then some of you might just be displaying your projects, for example, in an art gallery or releasing something. I don't know what it is that you're doing, but you're doing amazing in April, pile 2. But this is where I leave you. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If any of this resonated or if you would like to claim it, please do so in the comments below. And feel free to like and subscribe. I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Hello there, pile 3. If you chose this lovely lepidolite palm stone, then we have your reading for the month of April. So we're going to start with the card you chose. This is from the Let Go mini inspiration deck by, I think it's Akal Pritam. I love the artwork here. Sip in air without rushing towards the future. The present is worth enjoying. So there's definitely a feeling that some of you might be enjoying the present moment or learning to be more in the present as opposed to worrying about the future or worrying about the past. Also, something about sipping a drink. So maybe some of you are going somewhere where you might have like some kind of mixed drink. Like I'm thinking of a vacation and sipping a margarita, or maybe just going out for drinks a little bit more with friends. Something along those lines where you're really enjoying the moment. But let's look at your oracles to get a view of how your month of April is going to go. And then we're going to go into the tarot, and we're going to do that in 3 sections: general, love, friendships, and finance and careers. So let's start with the cards you chose. We have the tea, number 9. Yeah, something about drinking a beverage. It could be tea. Let's put that there. We also have compassion, and I'm going to have to censor this. Compassion, number 29. Loving kindness, tenderness, and tolerance. We have 18, play. We also have connect with the earth, number 13. When I cultivate a spiritual connection, I can trust the universe no matter what. Lots of green in your spread so far. And cat spirit, number 13. Claim your independence. This is interesting. You have 13 come out twice, so maybe the 13th of the month will be important to you. Or 13 could just be like a lucky number for you or something along those lines. Something similar happened in pile 1, but their number was 14. So I don't know what's happening on the 13th and 14th of April, but I know it's not the full moon. The full moon is, I think, closer to the end of the month. But something amazing is happening for sure around those days. I haven't looked at the astrological placements, but I feel like it's going to be more personal to you, pile 3. So make sure you look up what what's happening on the 13th of April or around those dates, and see if that resonates with anything within your chart. Especially if you're in Aries, Sagittarius, or Libra. I'm hearing those 3 signs were coming through as I was thinking about that date. But I am getting a sense that you're going to have so much fun in April, pile 3. Like I said, there was a sense of a vacation here, but even if it's not a vacation, you could just take some time off from work or whatever your responsibilities are, because I do see you having more time with friends, with compassion. I'm thinking of all these individuals around them. So you could be spending time with friends, you could be playing a little more, you could be outside more as well, because we have these trees here, and you could be spending time in nature, which April is a beautiful time to spend in nature. At least where I am right now, we're heading into spring, and I feel like the weather is going to be perfect for you to be spending time outside, whether it's at the beach or in a forest. You're going to be connecting with the earth for sure. I feel like I can see you meditating, or at least closing your eyes and really, enjoying the sunshine, the fresh air, the earth, if you like to, walk around barefoot in the earth. There's a sense here that you're learning to become independent, but through enjoying life. It's like you're breaking free of something that has held you back. And I feel like it's more a mindset than anything. It's definitely a mindset. For some of you, you could be letting go of a certain job or of a certain relationship or certain connections that were just holding you back, or even certain habits. But in the month of April for you, pile 3, you're going to learn how to have more fun. You're going to learn how to enjoy life. And you're really going to, like I said, live in the moment. With compassion, I'm feeling that you're going to either gain more friends because of your compassionate nature, or you're going to be spending more time with them because you're going to get a feeling of wanting to spread this love, spread this advice, and spread the good energy that you've been overfilling yourself with. And I really do feel like if you're not doing it physically, like actually seeing your friends in person, you could just be sending them love, like from wherever you are. Like I can see you meditate and then just randomly choosing certain friends to send love to. And I feel like this is going to end up giving you back something in return, even if it's just like a good sense of feeling loved by them, or maybe they might message you and be like, hey, I was thinking of you. It's that kind of energy where like you send them love just because you feel like it, and they send you love back, and it's confirmed through their messages or through things they may do for you. I definitely see that you have already cultivated a spiritual connection here. I feel like a lot of you are very divinely guided, or you already have some sort of practice that allows you to connect with the universe in some way, shape, or form. So I really feel you're going to get like physical evidence or proof that this connection is working, or that this connection is thriving and allowing you to live your best, fullest life. I really do love this energy for you, pile 3. With the T, what's interesting here, I put it next to this card that I was associating with friends. You're going to get a lot of revelations in the month of April, and some key things that are going to come through. I feel like some people may be confessing certain things to you, or you may get information about certain people, especially with the cat spirit. Because cats, I'm always thinking of like little spies. Like the way I've never had a cat, but whenever I go into houses with cats, I like how they just like to sneak around and you don't really know they're there. So they really are kind of like little angels or little spirit guides. They're just there watching out for you, even when you don't hear them. At least I don't hear them. I'm not used to cats. And also notice that this cat in particular has cute little angel wings. But anyway, back to the T, I'm getting the sense of like a little spy. So there's like a friend, or maybe an acquaintance, somebody you know that really likes you, or that you know has like a soft spot for you, who's been keeping an eye on your affairs somehow. I'm thinking of like at work, if you have a coworker that you to just get along. This coworker has been like keeping an eye out for your interests when it comes to what people say about you, or maybe if you're trying to get into a certain program or get a promotion, they might just, have their ears up listening to anything about you. And you're going to learn something important about that situation. If not work, it could be within your friend groups, your social groups. It could also be in anything else. Somebody is going to let you know certain information, and that's one way that intuition comes to us, believe it or not. Sometimes it's just being in the right place at the right time, or hearing the right things from the right people. It's not always you connecting to divine and then just hearing something in your head. It's not always like that. Sometimes it's just very, very well-constructed coincidences that will almost feel like it's a setup. But the truth is that's the universe allowing things to fall into place for you to run into them. I feel like people take that for granted a lot, especially when you hear like of a certain, for example, there have been jobs that I have only known about because somebody has told me about them, and that's when I went to apply for them, and that's how I got that job. Like no, like it didn't feel divinely guided, but because certain people who don't typically talk to me were telling me about it, I went out and found out more about it, and I ended up getting that job right away. It's that kind of divine guidance. It really is guidance because it's almost like your angels are shoving you in the right directions to make sure you're where you need to be, as opposed to you just intuitively knowing where things are. So don't ever doubt when things just happen to work out in your favor when it comes to that kind of situation. I am getting a sense, like I said, that some of you might be going on a vacation or taking some time off from work. You're really enjoying yourself in the month of April. I am going to read from the book from the tea as well, just in case I'm misinterpreting it. Though, like I said, I feel like some of you might be getting tea spilled for you, or you yourself could be spilling tea, especially if you yourself are also like a tarot reader or an intuitive guide. You might be telling people exactly what they need to hear to guide them. But I feel like it works both ways. So from the book, the Audacity Deck Oracle Guide, we have the tea. Spill it, the gossip, your guts, the heaviness, the burden, all of it. Your message. You've been soaking in the bitter tannin for so long, it's time to let go. Whatever it is that's marinating in your soul is no longer needed. This card is for release, levity, sharing your burden with others, and moving on. Yeah, I feel like you might be sharing a little bit of your life story or a little bit of your struggles with other people, but not in a way that's going to drain them or bog them down. I feel like you're just going to share your experience, and they're going to learn from it, or they're going to, again, give you some sort of advice or support here. This could also be, I feel like this is more new friends than anything. You might be sharing like certain stories with them, and I feel like it's going to be you're going to swap stories essentially. So I do see certain connections strengthening in the month of April for you, pile 3. I definitely see you you're being seen in a different light. You're being seen in this compassionate light by other people. And I feel like these friends you're going to make are going to connect you with other people as well, because I'm seeing a lot of like I said, coincidences. Also a lot of words with C. We have connect, cat, cultivate, compassion, coincidence. Like, I'm not sure if some of you have a name that begins with C, or if C might be an important letter, like for your last name or an initial, but that's coming through just out of nowhere. But yeah, you're going to have a lot of fun in April, pile 3. So let's move on to the tarot to see what else is happening for you. Let's go into a little bit more detail here. But yes, I love these cards for you, and I love this energy as well. So we're going to use the Wild Unknown for the general messages for my lovely pile 3. As I looked up, it said 11:11 on my recording. So some of you might have a wish granted in the month of April. Okay, we have, this is the 10 of Wands. Yeah, you're letting go of some burden, like that one card said. We also have the Father or the King of Pentacles. Some of these friends you're making could be very well off or very well connected, or they might have a very grounding presence. They're definitely people you can depend on. We also have the Ace of Wands, inspiration. Yeah, I'm also seeing this as you feeling revitalized after this month. We have the Two of Coins with balance and the Page of Wands. So there's definitely a very new energy in April, a newness, a new sense of purpose, a new sense of being, because I'm seeing the Page of Wands as you, pile 3. Like, you might gain new inspiration from the things that go on in April, either from the friends that you have made, or from this new energy you have, or even from the information you're given. It could also just be because you're finally getting some rest in April. You're finally having some time off to do whatever it is that you want. You're going to get like very creative juices going. So I feel like that's going to allow you to be inspired and start doing more. And you're going to learn how to balance out this feeling of being burdened with the feeling of wanting to create, because the Page of Wands is also very much a creative card. Back of the deck energy for this, we have the Queen of Pentacles. I love it when the two monarchs of the suits come through, and the fact that you had it in one in the one general area, it's letting me know that you are focusing on your stability, on your groundedness, and on the things that are going to build you up. I was also going to say finances, so only take that if it resonates. We'll look more into the career and finances section of that. But in general, I feel that you are going to feel very stable in April, or you're going to build something that's only going to get bigger and bigger and sustain you throughout your life. So you're starting some really impactful things in April as well, pile 3. Let's move on to the love and friendships section. For this, I'm using the Whimsy Tarot, which is a Studio Ghibli inspired tarot. So for my pile 3, for their love and relationships in April, we have the 7 of Wands. It's very interesting. We have the Page of Swords. You might have a new friend who is very talkative, or with whom you like to share ideas, or whom you really like to talk to. They could be an air sign. I'm seeing more Gemini than anything, but Aquarius and Libra could also, they could also be a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. We also have the Ace of Cups. Yeah, you're going to make new friends in April as well. I feel like you're going to meet new people. And right underneath the Ace of Wands, yeah, there's a new energy coming in. And I love this for you, pile 3. You have the 5 of Pentacles. If some of you have been feeling a bit of a lack of socialization, do know that it's going to, you're going to find people to socialize with. Because the 5 of Pentacles can be like, you've been feeling lonely, but there's been people that have been wanting to hang out with you. So go hang out with them, you know? Only if that resonates, of course. We also have the Knight of Cups. I'm not surprised, because I was getting the feeling that you might meet somebody that you have a very deep emotional connection with. This could be a potential lover. It could be a potential date. But regardless, they are somebody who's very much interested in you. And underneath the Page of Wands, they find you very attractive. But they also find you very youthful. So this somebody could be a little bit older. It could also be the other way around. You could end up being with somebody a little bit younger than you, but you enjoy that energy. And then back of the deck energy, and I shuffled it, so it might not be the legit back of the deck, but regardless, 10 of Wands. Honestly, you're going to be pretty busy socially in April. I feel like you're going to end up having so many dates, or yeah, you're going to have a lot of things to go to. You might feel a little overwhelmed. Again, take time to balance and make sure that you take time for yourself as well as with others. And don't be afraid to turn people down in the nicest way possible. Be very honest, be very open. Let them know that you're not trying to turn them away, or that, you know, let them know you're not ghosting them. It's just that you do have to take the time to focus on yourself, especially during that time where you're taking time off. After all, you were doing this for yourself so that you can relax. So it doesn't make sense to overfill it with too many social obligations here. But I am getting the sense that with the 7 of Wands, I'm seeing you really being held accountable. Like, you're taking accountability for the kind of people you decide to surround yourself with, which would explain why there's a sense of newness in April. I feel like you're letting go of certain people, or you have already let go of people that weren't really great for you. Like, maybe all you did with them was drink and gossip and do all kinds of, you know, low vibe negative stuff. So in April, you're really focusing on hanging out with people that make you feel good, or that you do great things with, you know, positive habits, or at the very least positive talking, positive vibes. You're looking for people that really build you up as opposed to bring you down. With the Page of Swords, like I said, there's a person here that you might end up having a really good friendship with, who really likes to talk, but you both ping ideas off of each other. So I feel like you both inspire each other, and you both seem to talk a lot. Even if you yourself are not a very talkative person, pile 3, I feel like this person will bring that out in you because they themselves have a really good conversation. This could also be this potential love interest, but I definitely see at least 1 or 2 friends that are this way, that you enjoy speaking with and that you have, you know, very fulfilling conversations. With the Ace of Cups, there's a lot of new people you're meeting. There's a lot of new friends, or it could be people that you already know that you're building deeper connections with. I typically see that more in the Two of Cups card, but because we have Ace of Cups, I do feel like you're going to be seeing people in a new light. So even if it's a friend you've already had, I feel like you're renewing that friendship or relationship and making it more fulfilling. So let's say in the past you both used to drink and gossip a lot. Well, now as you're getting older or as you're in a new energy, you both decide, how about we don't do that? Instead, let's go, let's go hiking, let's go for a walk and talk about what we plan to do in our future and how we're, doing that. It's that kind of energy where you're renewing your friendships somehow, if not actually making new friendships. With the Five of Pentacles, like I said, some of you are coming out of this energy of feeling like you didn't have friends. And I see this often a lot. Yeah, I see this a lot. Some people will be like, well, I don't really have friends, but then I'll see like they actually have a lot of people who want to hang out with them. And I feel like you're letting go of this mentality of lack when it comes to your social situations. Same thing with love prospects. Some of you, if you're dating and single and looking for, somebody to date or be in a committed relationship with, you may think there's not a lot of people out there that you can date, but the truth is there's plenty. And their circumstances and situations might vary and they might be different, but there's definitely people out there who are very attracted to you. And I feel like they're going to come through, especially because this card is right next to the Knight of Cups. It could be somebody that has already been in your life that you didn't really realize was, there this whole time, or that you may have overlooked, or maybe you didn't think they were into you in any way, shape, or form. I feel like this person is going to come through, and I feel like they're going to be a little bit more forward with you in April as well, because you're just shining so brightly, and there's a very warm and loving energy to you. This compassionate energy that you've been sending out to people, it's going to come back to you. And I feel like some of those people you're sending it to, you don't realize are actually very much into you. So you do expect people to show their love to you in the month of April. But don't feel that you're obligated to hold a lot of these social things up. If you need to take the time off, take the time off. The people who truly love you and understand you, of course, will understand. But let's move on to your career and finances. We're using the mini Empyrean here, which is very interesting because I have not gotten too much about either of those subjects so far for you in any of the other cards so far, except that you're taking a vacation. So yeah, what do we have in career and finances for my pile 3? Ooh, we have the Nine of Globes. You're being very well compensated, or you might have some sort of promotion and or a raise, possibly that, or maybe you're just doing really well financially. You might be getting money here and there that you weren't expecting, especially for those of you who are in the US and tax season is coming through. You might get a little bit more back than you thought. Of course, only take that if it resonates and if it's applicable. This is not a guarantee, but regardless, I feel like you're being smarter with your money for sure. We also have the Nine of Cups with emotional fulfillment. Yeah, I'm loving this energy. I feel like you're not really worrying about your career or finances because you know that whatever you have, it's solid and it's benefiting you right now. We have the Moon with subconscious. There might be certain things that you are dealing with when it comes to your career, specifically when it comes to this feeling of a lack mentality. Let me get the rest of the cards to clarify it. We have the Five of Cups. Yeah, I'm not surprised. This is similar to the Five of Pentacles, where you're focusing on the negative as opposed to the positive, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of positive things about your career that you could focus on, but for some reason you're focusing more on the negative. And then we have the Ace of Cups. You're looking for a job that is more emotionally fulfilling than the one you currently have. If you already have an emotionally fulfilling job, do ignore this. This is for those who are looking for a job that satisfies them. Or that it's just fulfilling. You're looking for your soul's calling, your soul's purpose within your career. So I'm not surprised. Like, I feel like everything is going great for you in your current job, but you're looking for something that is a little bit better. Because even though these are great cards to have, they're both wish fulfillment cards. They're both abundant cards. They're not exactly a 10. You're looking for a 10 as opposed to a 9, if that makes sense. We also have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, you're looking for a job where you can really help people, or where you can help the world in some capacity, because the Queen of Cups needs to be emotionally fulfilled, and this is what you are seeking, pile 3. I don't think this is going to be the biggest thing in April for you, but it's definitely a theme that is going to be carried out throughout the year. You're going to be looking for something that just feels like your soul's calling, that feels like it's something that's going to really make you feel great at the end of the day. Not just for a paycheck. You're looking for something that is going to satisfy you and give you a sense of purpose. So things are going great with your career and finances, but you're looking for something that is going to bring both joy to yourself and other people. So I feel like this is more in the back of your head because we have the moon. This is all subconscious. This is all underneath the surface. And even though it may start or it may have some sort of a flashpoint in April, it's not going to be the biggest thing concerning you because you're focusing on having a great time. You are focusing on the present, and everything right now in career and finances looks like it's either more past energy or future, but we're focusing on the present. And the only thing present about it right now is that you know it's not what you're meant to be doing, even though it does seem like it's doing great for you right now. So again, I'm loving this energy. I'm really loving that. Pile 3, I feel like you're a very self-aware person. And because you're so self-aware, you're going to be getting people who are just as self-aware and who are going to definitely appreciate this awareness you have, this ability to bring joy. I feel like it starts with the people you end up meeting or that you know. They're going to help you reach this career or soul's purpose, life purpose that you have in one way, shape, or form. I'm not sure how, but I am noticing the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Cups are here. Yeah. It's going to start with the people you know. So I'm not sure if they're going to help you network or if they're going to introduce you to somebody who can help you get there. But the people are going to be important because it all comes from the heart. But I really love this energy for you, pile 3. Let's move on to your closing advice. But because we have so many aces here, I really do feel a lot of you are going to get a new sense of inspiration, new friends, a new energy in general. So for closing advice, we're getting a card from the Kuan Yin Oracle. Okay, you got 2 cards. We have Mother Fierce, number 18. Number 18 came out in the oracles as well. I'm not sure if some of you are turning 18 in the month of April, or if 18 is an important number. Maybe April 18th is also an important date for you. But with Mother Fierce, there's a lot of... some of you could be mothers. Some of you could be dealing with mother energy. I will read from the book for this, but you also got the Dance Unveiling, and I really love this. This came out in another pile. If you were called to pile 1, do so because you had very similar occurrences within your spreads. But let me start with the Mother Fierce card here. Mother Fierce is your guardian. Nothing can penetrate the passion fire of her fearless love. Your safety is assured, beloved, in the midst of any apparent challenge or threat, no matter how frightening it may seem, and no matter how insecure you might feel about taking a step on your spiritual path into more power. Know that you are safe, you are protected, you are loved. Which makes sense because we did have a lot of Cups energy. In particular, the Queen of Cups card that came in the tarot makes me think that you yourself are developing a very nurturing energy towards the people you care about, towards the people you love. And I feel like this is actually going to impact you very positively, pile 3. Even if you're not a mother, you could have mothering energy towards your friends, your loved ones, your fur babies if you have any, and of course your children if you have any. I feel like all of these things are going to really shape you in the month of April for the better. And then number 36, the Dance Unveiling. This is actually my background on my phone. I have Kuan Yin as my background, and I want to say this is the exact image that I have because it is from the same artist. We have, there is a situation in your life that is about to reveal itself to you with greater clarity. Just like sand shifting, the picture will seem clearer and quite different to how it once appeared to you. This clarity will bring you great relief and confirmation of your intuition. Be patient and allow the revelation to come to you at the perfect time. This is going along with that T card that we had in the oracles. Some of you are going to find out something, and it's going to come when you least expect it. It's going to be very subtle. Yeah, Kuan Yin's going to pour this tea for you. And it's interesting because this is number 9. And both of these cards, 1 plus 8 equals 9. 3 plus 6 equals 9. Some of you could be a life path 9, or the number 9 could be a very divine number for you. So take that if it resonates. Of course, you could also see as the 9th of April as an important date, but something about 9. 9 is the number of community. 9 is the number of helping people out. I feel like your soul's calling could be a number 9, where you're really doing something for other people. And it all starts with the little seeds that you plant in April, my beautiful pile 3. And then we're going to get some cards from the Sacred Creators Oracle. Find your sacred flow, number 12. Collaboration of souls, number 6. I really do love this. And you know what? I was looking at the numbers as well. 1 plus 2 plus 6 also equal 9. It's all about community in the month of April for you, pile 3. Even if you're typically not a very social person, even if all you do is like stay at home and do your own thing, you're going to be meeting people. You're going to be connected with your community. You're going to find your community. This collaboration of souls, you're going to find people you can collaborate with. And it's going to be part of your sacred flow. So, like I said, don't question it. Just go with it. It's going to feel very natural. There's not going to be any sense of like anxiety or anything here. The number 9 is very important. I would consider that your lucky number for the month of April, and no other pile got a lucky number. In fact, we did have, what was it, the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. 9 is your number in the month of April, pile 3. But this is where I leave you. So thank you so much for letting me read for you. If any of this resonated, or if you would like to claim it, do so in the comments below. And if you feel like doing so, you can like and subscribe. I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Hello, my pile 4. If you chose this blue apatite, then we have a reading here for the month of April. When I was doing my meditation for you, I felt a very grounding energy. It's almost like my aura or energy was pulsating. So I'm not sure what some of you do, but like it's working. I'm not sure if some of you meditate or if some of you are implementing like new practices within your spiritual practice, but it's definitely working. I feel a very grounded energy from you, pile 4, especially going into April. But let's look at the cards you chose. We have let go of the idea that you need to have anything other than happiness in your life. Some of you are really focusing on happiness this month of April, and I am here for it. I love it. In fact, I didn't mean for these to match, but some of you might be going to the beach or the ocean because these blue colors. It could also, of course, have something to do with the throat chakra here. But we're going to look at your oracles to see what the month of April is going to look like for you. Then we're going to go into the tarot. We're going to do it in 3 sections: general, love, friendship, and relationships, and then career and finances. So let's start with your cards. And let me censor some of these before YouTube gets mad at me. We have the Student, Curiosity, Flexibility, and Eloquence, number 45. And there is a Gemini glyph there. So if some of you are Geminis, this could be resonating with you. I'm also noting the blue color again with that throat chakra. We also have the Sun, number 25. Establish priorities. We have 29, Journal. I release time and let the universe show me what to do. Some of you are really in this energy of like learning and wanting to better yourselves. Some of you could literally be students, so take that if it resonates. And then we have Turkey Spirit, give with gratitude and grace. So quite literally, I feel like a lot of you are going to be doing a lot of communicating in the month of April. You could also be doing a lot of studies, which is interesting because I always felt like April was that one month towards the end of the school years where like it starts to get a little bit more relaxed because the year is about to be over. But if you are in university or college, for example, I feel like you might be doing your last hurrah of all the work that you're needing to do. And some of you are implementing some sort of meditation or spiritual practice with it. Like, I feel it's going to be something new for you. Like, you might meditate before you decide to start writing, and you're going to feel that your writing comes a lot more naturally. Even if it's not school, it could be for a project or maybe for your career or job, especially for those of you who work in a career with communications or where communication is very important. I feel like this meditation that you're implementing is going to allow you to write in a much more natural way that also gets the point across. Like, you're going to know exactly what to do, what to say, what to write, and how to say it, how to write it. So take it only if it resonates. That's what I was getting with this journal. Some of you, of course, could be journaling, or you could start a journal in the month of April. I know I did back when I used to journal. I would implement the horoscopes because I wanted to see how those affected my day, or if those would be, more honest or realistic. I used to do that a lot, and I would always start it in April because with Aries. I don't know why I consider April the astrological new year. It's technically in March, whenever Aries begins in March, but you could also see it as April. But regardless, there is a feeling here that some of you are being very willing to learn, to change, and to understand that happiness takes work sometimes, but you're okay with that. It's a very interesting energy because on the surface, this doesn't really look like it's about happiness. But for some people, in order to be happy, they need to be structured. They need to have structure. I'm definitely one of those people. If I don't have structure, I can't be happy. So maybe you resonate with that pile for, it's like if your room isn't clean, if things aren't in order, you can't be happy. But at the same time, I'm feeling that by prioritizing the things that are important to you, whatever those may be, and in some cases it could be happiness, you're going to learn that things just end up working out for you somehow. Some of you could start a gratitude journal. Some of you could be basking in the sun a little bit more. I am taking this card a little bit literally, but it could also be you stepping into this energy of confidence. The sun card is giving me several meanings. Like, I may have to look into the book for this just to make sure I'm getting all the meaning. Because I'm getting, 1, you're stepping into confidence. 2, you're going to spend time in the sun, or you could spend more time outside in general. And 3 is spending more time with children, especially if you have children in your life, whether that's your own children, niece or nephew, or even if you work with children. You could be spending more time with them and learning how to be happy through the way that they choose to be happy, by being carefree and just, finding time to play or to do something fun and silly. The journaling also makes me think you could start like an art journal. Maybe you might decide to start a journal just to doodle. I used to do that as well. I would just take a book and start writing or painting or doing something in it. And even though it's not your typical journal where you write your thoughts and feelings, it still counts because you're releasing some sort of creative energy onto paper. So take that if it resonates. With I release time and let the universe show me what to do, some of you are really learning to let go, but on a very base level. It's like, yes, you may want everything to be in order. You may want everything to be tidy. But if you don't have the time for it, or if for whatever reason that's just how your place looks like that day, you're going to learn to let that go and just choose to be happy that you have, a space to be in, that you have a home, that you have a room, or whatever it is that you may have. Some of you are stepping into this energy of really learning what it takes to be happy, because sometimes it's structure and sometimes it's allowing yourself to be free and going with the flow. I feel like some of you are going to learn to establish priorities with yourself as well. Like, you're really going to be looking inwards to see what exactly it takes to make you happy. And I feel like it's going to be different for everybody because I'm not coming up with any particular examples, but through prioritizing the things that make you happy, you allow spirit to flow. You allow yourself to learn what it takes to live a beautiful life. With curiosity, flexibility, and eloquence, you're allowing flexibility to be something ever more present within your life. I really hope this is making sense because I feel like I'm picking up on like very different energies, but they're all gonna combine into something that makes sense for you, pile 4. With Turkey Spirit, I am seeing you implementing more gratitude within your life in the month of April, whether that's through starting a gratitude journal or even just like a gratitude meditation. I feel like this is going to allow you to become abundant because whenever I think of turkeys, I think of abundance because I think of I think of Thanksgiving in the US and it's a very abundant holiday. There's a lot of food, there's a lot of family. There's a sense here that you're going to learn how to be very appreciative of everything you have. In fact, I feel like gratitude will lead you to happiness in the month of April. I'm also getting, with the green here, you're going to learn how to meditate within your heart space. Some of you are going to learn how to truly love yourselves, and it's going to come in a very inner child kind of way with the Sun card here. Let me go ahead and read from that to gain a little clarity on the Sun card. So we have the Sun, the source of all life, the generator, the Father, the marker of a new day. The Sun comes into our lives to nurture, grow, warm, and signal a new day. But as integral as the Sun is to our life as we know it, the Sun can also burn. It's time to turn the page, start a new chapter, and not dwell on the past. Tomorrow is another day. So I guess this makes sense now because some of you have been in this energy of like not knowing what to do or trying to get your life together. You may have a hard time starting a new chapter in your life or starting something because it's almost like you're trying to do too much at once, but somehow you want to be happy. So I feel like certain everyday things are getting in the way of you really focusing on your happiness. I'm getting very strong Mercury or Virgo vibes here too because we do have Gemini, but both Gemini and Virgo share Mercury. So I would look into your Mercury and see how that's being affected this month, or I would at the very least learn how to well, maybe not learn, maybe some of you already know how to do this, but definitely set some time to gather your thoughts and how you're feeling to make sure that you're okay. Because I feel like some of you could fall into this slump where you may not see the forest for the trees, or you may forget to see exactly what's in front of you. There's a sense here that some of you might have a hard time being present or being in the moment because you have so much going on. And this is why the established priorities card is coming through as the most structured card out of all of these, next to the student. But even students can be led astray by distractions. But yeah, I hope that made sense. And I feel like some of you are trying to gain some clarity in the month of April as well, because I feel like not a lot of stuff is making sense right now, but do know that it will. Focus on your happiness, focus on your light, focus on the things that bring you joy, and you will be able to find exactly what it is you're looking for. But let's move on to the tarot, my beautiful pile 4. So we're going to do this in 3 parts. Like I said, let's start with the general reading with the Wild Unknown Tarot. For my pile 4, we have the Empress. Oh, this is lovely. We also have Death, which I'm not surprised. Oh, okay. We have the Chariot, the Page of Swords, and the Hermit. Yeah, these energies are a little bit all over the place because I feel like they represent different aspects of yourself. In the back of the deck energy, the 10 of Swords. Not surprised here because I was feeling this in the oracles. But I'm getting the feeling here. Let's start with the Empress. So some of you are trying to be in this happy, joyful energy of abundance and creativity. Some of you might be focusing on your physical appearance as well, regardless of whether you identify as a man or a woman here or anything else in between. The Empress is giving me you wanting to groom and appear in a very refined way, in a very physically appealing way. And this is due to some sort of ending. Especially, this is making me think of like a break. Let me let this card pass. It's very loud. It's making me think of like whenever you break up with somebody, you want to start glowing up or looking good so that, you know, everybody else can see that you're doing well or that you can get, you know, new potential suitors, or just wanting to let your ex know that you still look good even though they let you go or you let them go, whatever the case may be. It's giving me that energy where you're focusing on your physical appearance, but it may be for the wrong reasons, or it may be for like a new way of being, but it's very superficial and it's very on the surface. But I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying that this is kind of you allowing yourself to look a certain way so that it can give you strength to move forward with the Chariot here through life in a very effortless way. So some of you might be focusing on maybe some new beauty routine, or maybe a new grooming routine. You could be focusing on new clothing as well. I feel like some of you are really wanting to reinvent yourselves physically. So take that as it resonates. But that's what's coming through with the Daughter of Swords, the Page of Swords here. I am seeing you getting new ideas for how to live through life, or how to live a more fulfilling life. I do get a little sense of emptiness. I'm not going to lie, pile 4, and there's nothing wrong with this, especially with the Hermit here. So some of you might decide to, even though you're looking great and you're looking good and you want to move forward, you might stay out of the limelight a little bit, or you're going to want to stay out of the limelight in April. But I feel like that's going to be a little bit difficult for you, pile 4, because with the Ten of Swords, it's letting me know that you're at a cross points of something critical in your life. It could be your career, it could be love, it could be something else. But I guess we'll find out what it is when we get to the rest of the reading. But there's a lot of stuff going on the surface for you, pile 4. Sorry if you notice a cut, pile 4. I had to restart my camera because there was some sort of storage issue. But regardless, let's move on to your love and relationship advice, as well as friendships. But I do get the feeling that some of you have gone through something very major when it comes to your physical appearance and your outer, the things people see on the outside in the general reading. So what do we have going on in love, relationships, and friendships here? We have the Fool, which is very interesting. We also have the King of Pentacles. I love it. And the Ten of Swords again. So yeah, I feel like there's been some sort of ending within your love life or even social life. But I'm feeling very strongly love life. We have the Two of Wands. And the Chariot again. You're trying to move on from a situation that I feel was holding you back or overburdening you with something. I feel like whatever you're leaving behind was actually pretty bad for your mental health, and you didn't really realize it until you came out of it. So I feel that you're really dealing with the aftermath of having gotten out of that relationship. Not saying that this person was awful to you. It's just that you didn't realize how much that relationship was bringing you down. Back of the deck, 10 of Cups. Because what you were looking for was emotional fulfillment, and you couldn't get it with this person or with these people if it happens to be a social circle. But I really do feel for the most of you, it's going to be a person. This person could be a King of Pentacles person, or it could be the Fool person. So somebody who's very carefree, even though they might be a little bit restrictive, or they could have been somebody who was very controlling, because the King of Pentacles in the negative light can be seen that way. This could also be an earth sign, but like the negative traits of an earth sign. So that would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And again, they could have been a little bit over controlling, or they could have been very restrictive. There was something about their energy that just didn't match up. With the Fool, it's making me think that when you first met them, they were not this way, but as time moved on, you saw that they're the more either controlling or what's another way to say it? The restrictive aspect of them started to come through a little bit more. And that's when you got to this Ten of Swords energy, where it started really, really bogging you down. It started dragging you down. It could have been affecting you more mentally and emotionally than anything, because I don't think it was really anything too bad on the surface. This relationship didn't look bad, but with the Two of Wands, it's letting me know that you were looking for better things. You were planning on having better things in this. So in the end, you just had to get out of it, or you had to let it go. Because like I said, you were not being emotionally fulfilled, even though it seemed very promising in the beginning. The Fool card is also making me think of like a situationship, because it's something very carefree, very not too like there's no commitment here, but they were trying to give you, they were expecting the things that a committed relationship would bring to them without the commitment, if that makes any sense. I was trying to put it into words because it's weird, but yeah, they were expecting you to do wifey things without wifing you up, essentially, or hubby things. If you know, just take that as it resonates. Put in your own pronouns here, whatever matches. But whatever the situation was, it wasn't really going anywhere, even though it looked very promising, or it ended up not being exactly what you wanted it to be. And it just left you feeling, it left you feeling drained. So I really do feel that on the outside, you're transforming because of this relationship. It doesn't matter how long this relationship was. It doesn't matter how serious it was. This person impacted you profoundly. And that's the thing that has to come through with this King of Pentacles. Again, they don't have to be an earth sign, but when you have Pentacles here, this is something that it transforms you for a long period of time, or in the long scheme of things, because earth energy is long lasting. So even if this connection was only like a few weeks, a few days, it was very impactful. Whatever it is that this person did to you, thank them, because it let you know exactly what it is that you want and what you don't want. And it allowed you to change for the better. So yeah, I'm seeing you really learning from this experience, whatever it is that you let go. And then we're going to look into your career and finances with the mini Empyrean Tarot. So for my pile 4 in their career and finances, we have the Ace of Wands. Some of you could start a new job or a new position in your current workplace. We have the Three of Daggers. You might be letting go of something, like whatever you're leaving behind in your job situation. It could break your heart a little bit because you may have really liked it, or you may have grown really attached to the people there, but know that this is meant to better you. The Three of Daggers, is heartbreak, also lets me know that maybe this person that you let go could be from your workplace. Maybe you used to work with them, or maybe you met them at the workplace, or they could have been someone you worked with. And this could be part of the reason you have to switch either departments or positions. We also have the Three of Wands. Yeah, you're moving on to better things. This is going to be a place that allows you to move up. You have the Seven of Daggers. I'm seeing this as gossip and people learning the wrong things about you. So do watch out for that. People will have questions. Make sure you set them straight. We also have the Three of Cups. You will make new friends here. You will have people who support you. You will make new friends. So don't worry about all this. Don't worry about the Three of Daggers and the Seven of Daggers. You will have people who support you and people who see you for who you really are and know that you have a good heart. So there's kind of a little bit of an upheaval in your career, specifically the workplace. Back of the deck energy, Five of Daggers, Five of Swords. You win some, you lose some. So what you lose is the old space you used to be in, the old apartment or whatever it is that you had. What you win is new friends and a new place that is going to allow you to advance. Especially if this particular relationship had anything to do with your workplace. Again, it's a blessing in disguise. Thank that person for getting you out of where you needed to be so that you could be put in the place where you need to be to move forward, especially with the Chariot here. I feel like whatever this person or relationship or whatever this was served as a catalyst for you to get to a place where you needed to be, because anytime the Chariot comes through, especially as strongly as it has in this particular spread, it lets me know that you're being moved and divinely guided to better things, especially because with the Hermit here and well, this card in particular, because I do see a bull here, which makes me think of Taurus. There is a sense that some of you may have been getting stuck in a certain situation, or in a certain energy, in a certain way of being. And if this person hadn't come along to get you out of there, then you could have stayed there for way too long or for forever. So even though this heartbreak was a little bit of a wake-up call, and it could have been a little bit of a rude awakening as well, it had to shake you up to get you somewhere better. But I don't see you grieving over this person too much. If anything, I feel like you're going to step into your best either glow up or makeover yet, because you want to let this person know exactly what it is that they are missing out on. And by doing so, I feel like you attract a lot of better opportunities as well as people to yourself, pile 4. So I'm really loving this energy. I'm loving this entire story. Do know that great things are coming for you. Better things are coming for you for sure, pile 4. But yeah, I love this. Let's move on to your closing advice. And for the closing advice, I'm using the Kuan Yin Oracle deck and the Sacred Creators Oracle deck. I heard revenge makeover. Maybe some of you are like really hitting the gym or like going to a salon or to the barber or something to get a revenge makeover. And I even see you like taking pictures for your socials and posting them and making sure that your ex sees them. Again, just so they can know what they're missing out on. And even if you don't go out of your way to do that, somebody else you know might, maybe some of these coworkers or some friends, they're going to make sure that they get all your best angles so that people can see exactly what you look like now. I love it. I live it for it. So my pile 4, we have Immortal Treasures, number 14. I'm going to read from the book to see exactly what this card is meaning to say. Because we're seeing her face up close, I do feel like some of you are going to try like a new hairstyle or maybe new makeup or something along those lines where you're going to be looking different. You carry within you precious immortal treasures, beloved. They exist beyond life and death, belonging to the celestial heavenly realms of the divine presence within you. Kuan Yin now guides you to honor these treasures, the gifts of your soul, which include the ability that you have to transmit healing. Honor yourself as a healer, beloved. Whether formally or informally, your soul brings a special healing light to humanity. You have divine support in your role as a healer, in whatever way, usual or highly unusual, that this is unfolding for you now. So some of you could be healers. What I'm also getting from Immortal Treasures is that some of you are going to be focusing on your talents and abilities that you may have been taken for granted or that you may have not used in a while. So let's say you have a really good, maybe you're really good at playing an instrument and you haven't picked up that instrument in a long time. This could be another way that you glow up. You might decide to pick up that instrument again and you might come up with like a really good song, or you might play something really, really nicely and you decide to upload it onto YouTube or TikTok or something. Like you decide to upload it on the socials. Your ex or the person that decided to let you go, or maybe that you let go, is going to see this, and again they're going to understand exactly what it is that they missed out on, because you're a very talented individual, also a very beautiful individual, pile 4. And then we have the Sacred Creators Oracle. I'm being told to pick 3 cards for you. So we have Creator Air. Some of you are coming into air energy. That's Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. We also have Creator Earth. Some of you are just creating a lot in the month of April. Integrate your knowing. Yeah, some of you have a hidden talent or some sort of talent that you haven't been using in a while. And I definitely see you allowing to be inspired by something that happened to you. I'm thinking of like Taylor Swift writing her revenge songs to all these, exes that she has, and she always makes like a hit after hit after hit with these songs. So take that only if it resonates, but whatever happened to you in the past, you're going to seek creative solace about it in the month of April, and it's going to benefit you. You're going to shine in the spotlight because something that was hurtful in your past is inspiring you to create better things for everybody. With air and earth, I do see a combination of like stability and ingenuity. So the inspiration may hit you out of nowhere. The inspiration may come as something very practical, but it's going to feel very new, if that makes any sense. With integrate your knowing, this is actually supposed to resonate with the Hermit card in the tarot because it's number 9. And in fact, if you were called to pile 3, I would go to that one because the number 9 was all over that pile. But I feel like some of you are definitely going to use what you know to better yourself. Yeah, I really love this energy. Like you're going to use this past experience to create better things because you are an immortal treasure, pile. pile 4. But this is where I leave you, my beautiful pile 4. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If you would like to claim any of this energy, you can do so down in the comments. And if you feel like doing so, you can like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next reading. Happy April.